Hi, I'm Julian Emco, and today I'll be reading a little thing I made of Harry Bennett's castle, and I definitely hope you enjoy it. So let's get started here. So, you may not know, but Henry Ford, creator of the Ford Motor Company, was not a very nice person, and one thing he hated were unions. Henry thought his work conditions were fine, but some workers disagreed, so unions were born. A union is a group of workers who work together to improve working conditions. In the year 1916, Henry Herbert Bennett was hired to break up unions, prevent them, and to be Edsel Ford's bodyguard. Harry found Ford because he saved a journalist in a brawl. Ford came to trust Bennett because he was originally his kid's bodyguard. He was basically Ford Motor Company's second in command. In his years, Harry made many enemies, such as the workers on the assembly line, only if they didn't like the job conditions. Most of his enemies were dangerous to him and the Ford Motor Company because they would group up and outnumber him in a fight. So what did he do? He made a house. Did I hear you laugh? You're probably thinking, that's stupid, but why would I make a video about such uninteresting person? Well, Harry was not stupid, so he made 3 houses, and they were very well protected. The one we'll talk about is called Harry Bennett's Castle. Guns. The first thing you would see, and maybe last, if you were to invade Harry Bennett's castle, were guns. The first thing, there would be about 64 men guarding the house at once, making them bodyguards to the bodyguard. There we go. Day in and day out, with machine guns high up on turrets, ready to shoot. The second thing would be lions and tigers. Yes, lions and tigers would often roam the grounds. So somehow you made it through the 64 men and lions and tigers. Last thing you would encounter would be Harry himself. Wow, what a show, lions and tigers. Harry had hidden compartments everywhere in his castle that could hold guns and weapons. Or maybe he would run away. Don't follow him. The stairs are different sizes, making them hard to go down. He used to practice running up and running down so he'd be able to outrun any intruders in his castle. Harry also liked to have guests over, but Harry was a prankster, and sometimes he wouldn't tell his guests that lions and tigers were roaming the grounds. Yes, when Harry wasn't being serious, he was a joker. Bennett's castle is located on Geddes Road, Ann Arbor, right next to the Huron River, so his commute to work was quite long. Bennett usually worked at the River Rouge complex in Dearborn, Michigan, which would take a Model A for 2 hours to get there. Bennett lived in Ann Arbor almost all his life, for he was born and raised there. He liked living in Ann Arbor in general. So he was sad to be fired from Ford Motor Company and was hired on the year 1916 and was fired in 1945. He was fired by Henry Ford II because he did not approve of Bennett's violent tactics. But after having a house like that, someone could stay safe in it for years. In 1945, Henry Ford II was chosen to succeed Henry Ford in running the Ford Motor Company. His first act on the job was to fire Harry Bennett. Harry left his house in Ann Arbor for California, never to return. He died on January 4th, 1979, in a California nursing home in Los Gatos of a heart attack.